The first bomb tore through a Catholic church west of the capital, Abuja. More than a dozen holiday worshippers were killed. The other blasts occurred at or near churches in Jos and two other northeastern cities. CNN spoke with Nigerian journalist Hassan John in Jos.
It's amazing that this kind of wave of attack would have been planned on a day like this, because by the time the police intervened, there were 4 other devices that were unexploded, apart from the 2 that really did explode, which is, of course, the locally made devices that we've seen in the last 12 months of the wave of attacks in Nigeria, particularly here in Jos.
The radical sect Boko Haram, whose name means Western education is sin in the local dialect, is claiming responsibility for the killings. The group targets Christians as well as Muslims it considers insufficiently devout. The latest attacks follow 2 days of clashes between the militants and security forces in northern Nigeria. Joseph Ocheno is an African affairs analyst who questions the leadership of Nigeria's president, Goodluck Jonathan.
The government needed to know, and so churches and Christians around the season needed to be protected. You don't need to be a security expert to know that you needed to take slightly much more responsibility. But whatever the case, also on the other side, it's very difficult to understand what this group, the thinking within this group, because all they're trying to do is to provoke the other section of the population. And this one is actually going to go for a draw. As I said, yes, the huge Muslim population in Nigeria, but the population is by and large about 50-50. So who's going to win this?
Sunday's attacks follow a string of deadly bombings at churches in Jos last year that occurred while worshippers were celebrating Christmas Eve. Nigeria is Africa's most populous nation. It has the world's 6th largest Christian population, about 80 million people. And right now, many of them have reason to be scared. Jonathan Mann, CNN, Atlanta.